Hello, thanks for tuning in to Popular Cruising. You're watching our review of Hapag-Lloyd Cruises Europa 2. Regarded by some as the best cruise ship in the world. While we can't honestly say it's the best cruise ship in all areas, it's certainly the best luxury cruise ship for families. From the very get-go, you can see that this ship is keen on getting attention to detail right. From its Willy Wonka-style glass elevators, to the expansive windows of the side atriums. The decor is certainly modern and more chic, like a boutique hotel. Even the hallways leading to the private suites feature futuristic lighting. And upon entering, it was nice to see that our veranda suite included plenty of hooks, hardware surprisingly missing from other cruise ships. Entry-level suites are really quite nice on board, with open and airy space and a light decor. And the slatted divider is really a visually interesting architectural element. And we were particularly fond of the couch's built-in ottoman. For ease of cleaning, the cabinets are even floated above the floor. And the lit fold-out mirrors are great for getting ready. Other inclusions are a twice-daily restocked minibar, an automated coffee maker, and the lovely private teak veranda is even Europa 2 branded, as is everything else on board, which is nice at times, but overkill at others. The branding continues in the wonderful walk-in closet. And the bathroom features both a full tub and an ample-sized glass-enclosed shower that is perfectly easy to maneuver in. And although somewhat overwhelming in choices, there are even plenty of options for light dimming. There is even a second entry-level suite category that is priced the same but configured differently, complete with a neat window from the bathroom into the bedroom space. Back to the Europa 2 being great for families, apartments feature 2 separate rooms, each with their own split bathrooms for privacy. But what's also great is that one compartment features bunk beds, and is also populated with playful, stuffed animals. Of course, the creme de la creme of accommodations on board is the owner suite, with an expansive walk-in closet and bedroom. An oversized shower with rainhead is always nice. And you can't go wrong with dual sink basins. And a private whirlpool tub. There's even a very large living and dining room space, as well as an expansive veranda. As for activities on board, everything begins after sail away. Seen here as my friend and colleague Chris Owen sounds the ship's horn. Nicely done, Chris. And here's a fun view from the ship's wing as we depart from the pier below. Of course, we actually didn't leave quite so quickly. You can virtually warm yourself in the Herrenzimmer cigar lounge. Or for real, I suppose, with an actual cigar, but that just smells awful. Thankfully, the room itself didn't smell as bad as it could, considering. But once it was filled with smokers, that changed quickly. We found the nearby photo gallery to be more popular on board this ship than most others. But of course, that was during opening hours. Heading to the foyer, the side glass atriums really shine bright as the ship's most stunning architectural feature. And although the reception area didn't include a multi-deck atrium, it was still aesthetically pleasing, with even more great windows to the outside. Nestled back inside is the tour office, where you can book any number of shore excursions. And the bike station also features cycles available for use by the guests while ashore. For shopping, there are only two locations, the boutique and jeweler. And the boutique sells the ship's signature Snife teddy bear, and we of course had to pick up one of those. The Ocean Spa is also a nice facility, including an extensive fitness center with all kinds of equipment, as well as training. In an unorthodox placement, the high-tech golf center was also here. And the sauna space was also extensive. Complete with various means of getting your blood circulating, from cold to warm. And there's even a little dip pool and heated whirlpool. And outside is probably the most visually appealing pool deck I've ever seen on a cruise ship. With its soothing blue hues. And two decks under a magradome. There's also plenty of plush seating and chase lounges to go around. As well as these very lovely daybeds that are free of charge to use. There are even several others overlooking the stern of the ship. Features that we consider to be high class. And yes, there is even classic shuffleboard if that's your style. What's interesting about this ship is that this is the promenade deck, not down lower as usual. Up here, the sun deck continues, with even more seating, as well as another whirlpool. Other family-friendly features include the kids club, and its neat stage area. Plus a jungle gym with lots of fun stuffed animals. Similarly, the teens facility is also fun for the older ones. Complete with foosball table, internet stations, 2 televisions, and lots of these beanbag chairs. And for all ages, the library has board games. Its own set of internet stations, a nifty globe, and a collection of German and English books. Plus, there's also a lovely quiet seating area for thumbing through a new selection. Next door is the ship's auditorium and 3D cinema. Perfect for conferences and movies alike. Across the way, there's a gallery displaying fine art on periodic rotation featuring various artists in various styles. At the front of the ship is Belvedere, a location mostly used only for tea time. Unfortunately, as an observation lounge, it's less useful, since the windows are too far set back from the railing and surrounding deck areas. But I suppose those deck areas are nice for taking a stroll, even if sped up just a little. There are even 2 decks that are accessible from this area, leaving me to believe even more that the one in front of the observation lounge should have been omitted. Also up on deck are a fleet of Zodiacs for expedition-style excursions off the ship, which is very uncommon for a ship of this size, but is most welcomed. certainly to see things more intimately, but also just for the fun of it all. It really is a thrill, and a great way to see the ship. Dining options on board the Europa 2 are abundant, starting at the foyer's piano bar, where delectable snacks are occasionally available. The Weltmere restaurant is the closest thing to a main dining room, although all restaurants on board, specialty or otherwise, are entirely free of charge. Most of the surrounding windows are nice, except for those overlooking the stern and a view of the mooring deck. Dishes like homemade truffle pasta were tasty, but the menus were difficult to order from with an unclear course hierarchy. This tenderloin was delicious, but unfortunately arrived lukewarm. One of the ship's many specialty restaurants is Elements, for Asian cuisine. The decor is pleasantly understated, and the high ceilings all throughout the ship make the spaces feel larger. Dishes here were some of the best on board, including Indian veal cubes, Indonesian duck and fried egg noodles, Thai spicy beef tenderloin, and a wonderful Vietnamese banana coated in rice paper. Across the way is Serenissima, the ship's Italian restaurant. A lovely space with light sage greens and glass chandeliers, serving the likes of beef carpaccio, dressed here with complimentary caviar on caviar night, savory salmon dumplings, a perfect preparation of veal cheeks, and Sicilian-style ice cream. The bistro-style tarragon features the French cuisine on board, and one of the nicest-looking venues on any cruise ship. Unfortunately, the service here was extremely slow, but dishes were great, like a fine scallop, creatively deconstructed salad niçoise, excellent vichyssoise soup, tableside prepared beef tartare, and a delectable lobster entree. Just next door is the ship's wine bar, where we learned about the ship's fine wines at a tasting, with great pours paired with meats and cheeses. Also back in Herren Zimmer is a complimentary gin tasting that is provided once per cruise. Although not ideal as an observation lounge, Belvedere is fantastic at tea time, with excellent loose teas like classic Earl Grey, and some seriously tasty sweets. Also on the cuisine side of things is the Culinary School, featuring gourmet cooking tips and Miele appliances. Room service was also a highlight with dishes like caprese salad, smoked salmon 3 ways, and classic German Wiener Schnitzel. Back at the pool is where you'll find the pool bar, for refreshing libations, and the fresh waffle bar in the afternoon, preparing here a waffle Suzette with fresh oranges. As you can imagine, this would be a hit with the kids, as well as the adults. This kid at heart sure enjoyed his waffle. Alternatively, the Yacht Club restaurant is where you'll find the ship's buffet for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, where a premium seafood bar was periodically available, among several other stations, like for sliced meats and salads. Overall, the buffet skews a little bit more towards German tastes. And also for dining al fresco, there was plenty of outside seating, and a pasta and pizza grill. It sure is a perfect setting for taking in the beautiful scenery. Just be sure to save room for dessert, like the included gelato. Just off the buffet is Sakura, the ship's sushi restaurant, with some really neat light fixtures. and seats by the bar near the very friendly chef. Here we enjoyed a number of various sushi rolls that were as tasty as they were colorful. But the spot that was hopping the most on board was Zanzibar, a recently redesigned venue with the casual beachy vibe, serving as a bit of a dance club in the evenings, and a very popular retreat among the guests as the sun began to set. And the moon began to rise. As you might accurately assume based on the music that plays during our videos, we love jazz music, and the jazz club accordingly. Which featured a very talented combo. And an occasional female vocalist. The theater on board showcases a marvelous entrance lobby and a very cool marquee of quotes. Performances here included variety acts, like a preeminent German a cappella group. Or production shows, too. Although more basic in scope, the bilingual German and English shows were still fun. Like this one celebrating Old Hollywood. Just somewhere over the rainbow. Thanks for tuning in. Please feel free to subscribe to our channel, watch our other videos, and visit popularcruising.com.